Hey everyone, and welcome back to another track day video. A few weeks ago I went to Thunderhill West for round 2 of the Speed SF challenge, and it was really a crazy weekend. There were many S2000 battles, a couple mechanical failures, and a new S4 class record. In preparation for the event, I finally caved and installed my first big brake kit, the StopTech C43 kit. If you've been following me for a while, you know I want to push the Club Racer to the limit of its stock form, and I can confidently say that I've done that with the stock braking system. I have bent backing plates, melted brake pads, cracked rotors, and seized brake calipers in the process. So on Saturday, I arrived ready to go with a shiny new big brake kit and fresh Yokohama Advan A052s. Fan favorite Nate Hackman also arrived to battle for the S4 class once again. On Saturday, Speed SF was running the reverse configuration of Thunderhill West, which was pretty new to both of us. During the second session, we both set personal bests and closed the gap between our lap times. Nate was beating me by 100th of a second at 124.76. During the third session, I was able to pull ahead with a 124.13, while Nate suffered some vibration issues with the car. This lap was good enough to keep me in first place for the rest of the day. The last chance to set a fast lap was during the dedicated challenge session. With ambient temperatures approaching 80 degrees, I knew I only had 1 or 2 hot laps to put down a flyer. During the first hot lap, I noticed the car was pulling power, and shortly afterwards the check engine light came on. I pulled into the pits, shut off the car, and tried to start it for fun, and it wouldn't start, which made my heart sink a little bit. I pulled the check engine light and got a dreaded misfire code. Since the engine was turning over, Nate pointed out that the battery might be dead, and surely enough it was reading 12 volts. The battery was only a year old, so we deduced that the alternator must have gone bad. I roamed the pits asking anyone with an S2000 if they had a spare alternator, but unfortunately nobody did. Somebody was able to find us an auto parts store 70 miles away that did have one in stock, so Nate sacrificed the rest of his track day like a legend and drove me to Sacramento to pick up an alternator. We got back to the track at 6 p.m., swapped the alternator in a cool 20 minutes, and revived the car with a push start. Woo! On Sunday, Speed SF was running the regular configuration of Thunderhill West, which we were both more familiar with. Just like the first day, we both set personal bests in the second session, with only 1/10 of a second separating us. With only 1/10 of a second separating us, I buckled down during the dedicated challenge session. Ambient temperatures were getting hot, but I was able to set another personal best on my first hot lap with a 124.32. This time was good enough for first place, as well as the new S4 class record, which I'm pretty proud of. SpeedSF challenge out of the way, Nate and I decided to have some proper fun and indulge in some chasing. But wait, there's more. When I got home, I decided to inspect my brakes to see how the StopTech brake pads were wearing, and I discovered I cracked one of the brand new StopTech C43 rotors. What?